actually wasn't ready for that jungle. Yo, Mono, that's how you feel today?
Are you good, Mono?
Oh yeah, Mono versus Kaba was good. Then there was.
Well within range. MenaRD has established that he's willing to play that pussy game in that range against Chris. Chris actually hasn't been.
Do I want to watch Up to Snuff versus Filipino Man? I have been playing a lot of Rose. I only watch something I definitely want to watch first. How about that? Because I understand this matchup a little better than Rose versus Nicole. I was pretty surprised that Mena didn't play the mirror, because he's pretty good at the Luke mirror. I saw him fight against Kami. I played against him pretty early on in Luke mirror. He's very good at it.
He's proving you wrong. The toolkit that he has with these characters, he implements his game plan on everything. And a Wallsy character that you can do this with Balrog, you can be with Balrog, I mean,
yes,
is perfect.
23.
Perfect for him.
Next year, 24.
It's not the aggressive bull with Birdie. It's definitely the raging buffalo with Balrog, and we're gonna see that in play today against ChrisCCH. We'll see if MMA prevails over boxing. We'll see.
Everybody got plans to get punched in the mouth.
So this matchup, I feel like either character can't really punish either character for their unique thing. So he just got to punish on the dash straight there, but it's actually very rare for Luke to be able to punish dash straight. And likewise for Balrog and Sandblaster, he's not going to really be able to punish Sandblast. He has to be really preemptive with it. It's really hard to react to it. Ooh, no DP from Chris. See, the thing about Luke is his crouch fierce anti-air is good, but if you're not thinking about anti-airing with it already, you're probably just gonna trade. So it's worth it to just do crouch fierce anti-air as Luke. Also, let me lower them just a little bit. Absolutely, it's harder to anti-air because of PS4. I'm not sure what he meant to do there. That was a good tap from Mena though. I'm not sure what the tackle was there for. Probably meant to do back medium punch, but only flash knuckle came out. Great conversion. Yeah, anti-airs are harder for characters who don't just have one button anti-airs offline. Activation. He's playing V-Skill 2, Trigger 2. That's good. EX? Yep, and that'll kill. I think that's Chris's specialty right now. Like, I see him hit it with so many people fit. Forward hard punch into the reversal jab. Really good with the Trigger 2. There is still toxicity. I don't know why these running gags start about me. Great punish. Oh, that sucks though. It's so easy to get medium punch knuckle, and that changes a lot. If he got medium punch knuckle there, level 2, he would have just been in the corner. It's so easy, but you have to keep adjusting to the monitor you're playing on. I mean, sometimes you just get outplayed too. That's an important thing to recognize. So it might not have anything to do with mental game, because Mena is a very mentally strong player. See, there's the anti-air. And thing like this, just looking at the fight, he just only barely won this first game. I don't think that was a good frame trap. That wasn't a really good frame trap just because like you could lose for the game if he punishes it. Suppress. +1. Yeah, he lost the game for being in the corner for doing that frame trap. So it's like, look at the situation. Like, look at his lead. He just play it out. He just play it out, and then nothing happens. So it probably would have been better just to do the crouch medium punch, maybe throw a fireball, and then nothing else. That's good. Gets a punish too, he confirms it. Yeah, pools are out for CBT West. Ooh, that was a good hard punch knuckle. Ooh, didn't react to it. He probably tried to press something. And this time he's blocking high preemptively. Really good wake up button. Oh, Johnny, thank you for the raid. Oh, whiff punish. But yeah, right now it just looks like Mena's just playing at the right ranges. He's playing at the ranges where Luke is a little weak.
He actually contested that.
The problem with Luke is he doesn't really have good whiff. He has decent whiff punches, but he has to commit by moving forward to do them. So then he just next to somebody minus. It's a very, very minimum weakness, at least, though. Very good punish from the dash straight. And he's playing outside of those ranges. And if he's within, he's either just dash straighting. Yeah, you see he's playing within that stand hard punch range really well. And it feels like Chris has been extending to that crouch light punch pretty often. Ooh, great punish. Even just interrupting it, is good too. You could just match jab more times than not. See, yeah. Mena's just playing it perfectly right now. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. He tried it. You can't hit confirm that. Yeah, you can't hit confirm that. So he just threw it out. And this is kind of... remember what I said at the other video about IDOM being up around and then doing something like that? Up around and up a game versus a reverse? That was the reverse of that situation where it's just like a reversal option out of desperation. It happens though, I've been there too.
Oh, he loves this. He digs this energy, man. I'll tell you, man. There's something about the Dominican Republic that just thrives off of this energy, man. He is a spirit bomb.
Yep, that's minus. Yeah, the stand hard punches have been doing a lot. The crouch light punches have been doing a lot. Really good whiff punches from Mena too. Mena had me cheering for Balrog to win. The Luke effect. This is really tough, being in the corner. Yeah, he's not going to punish these dash straights. It's so easy to space. The fireballs aren't going to do anything against him either. Really good flash knuckle. And the V reversal. Oh, V-shift, V-shift. I was pretty shocked when Chris won too, because it was just all Mena.
You about to take the CCH away and put it on MenaRD's behalf. That was a clean counter hit. Checking the meaties as well, CCH.
Yeah, it's just everything. You just had all the momentum.
What are you gonna do about this crazy Buffalo? MenaRD has not.
Yeah, he whiff punished it, but he didn't complete it because that's not. That stand meaty punch is really good whiff punish, but not a good hit confirm tool.
MenaRD backing down just a little bit. Here comes his activation. It might be his saving grace.
That was good. That actually combos, but he just missed it. So this was the faded EXDP. This was a faded EXDP. After this EXDP, Chris went on to win the set 3-0. The reverse 3-0. This is where everything changed. No, Mena still plays Luke. He played Luke during the tournament too. A suppressor. A really gutsy suppressor because you could just lose for doing that. A throw. This is still even, by the way, because Mena can activate. Back throw kills. Just goes for the frame trap. Great check on the dash. At that point, you kind of have the room to overextend like that. You're still up 2 games. You're still up a round. We know now that he lost, but even still. And a great whiff punish, the flash knuckle. You can make choices like that. But it should be better. It would be better if he just didn't lose a round for it. Is the thing. It's a punish, yep. See, no uppercut, just crouch fierce it. So it's a good crouch fierce. Suppress. Oh, misses the conversion. Chris just got the whiff punch that he needed, and he was able to cancel it into level 2 meaty punch knuckle. Also, I love the little, like, I don't know why he does this. I don't, like, he's warming up his hands. He does it quick. Genie rubbing a lamp.
You have 1 game remaining. Everything can change. ChrisCCH on the path to do that right now. We'll see how it plays out. MenaRD slowly getting that download against them.
Yeah, the Starbucks power-up was real. Interesting meat punch knuckle. Good punish from Mena. So even after that good comeback, it still looks really dominant for Mena. He's still playing with dash straight really well. The stand hard punches really well. Even that's fine. Caught him walking back. Big punish.
More than enough.
It feels like any time right now that Chris gets trigger, Mena just loses. Not even because of the triggers like doing too much, just because of the pressure he gets from it. It's like, look at the sequence. He made one mistake here. Then he got clipped by a crouch Mena kick into the corner. Luke is really good, but he only gets good corner carry from his level 2 chargers. He does not get meterless corner carry. Oh yeah, you guys were working hard over there. I saw you guys' booth. So even now, it still looks like it's the Mena's favor, because Luke's V-Trigger 2 is pretty similar to Sakura's V-Trigger 2, in the sense that it buffs him, but it doesn't buff his neutral, and he doesn't check the dash, and he dies for it. This was a really good dash, in my opinion, because you don't die if you get checked. You are put in a guess for game situation, but it's all round 1. Granted, he is down 2 games, but this is a pretty good dash. If whatever you do lands and counter hits, you just kill them, which happened here. But if anything happens to you, you don't die. It would have been different if he had super, of course. That's why, in my opinion, it was a good dash up. But in this circumstance, if Chris wins, then he just wins around, and he gets to keep his meter too.
You still get that damage. You didn't even have to spend a bar. My man gets a buy one get one free deal. I feel like every day of the week.
Where you shop for that? I want to do that. Right,
Great forward hard punch. And Chris, it's pretty interesting. I feel like he played pretty similarly to how he did the first few games, but he was just a little more, I don't know, Gutsy best because he's -2 here, but he did forward hard punch. Mena was about to dash. You can see the startup of the dash. Yeah, you can see the startup of the dash here. And then right into the forward hard punch. Great reversal crouch Mena punch. And Chris is really good at checking his dashes too. Mena was winning without dashing. He's trying to add a new layer to the game because he was losing. But I don't think that's what he needed. Because he is beating with the stand hard punch. It was just Chris's defense that I feel that he was losing at. I feel that anytime he had Chris in the corner, he would find some way to reverse the situation, and then Mena would lose. So the next hit from Chris kills. Oh. Super. You got a super. Yeah, he had a super. And now guess for game. And then this was legendary. So I think this was a sort of game where Mena made really good choices and really good decisions, because Chris wasn't winning from DPing him. Mena had a few jumps. Like, he just had a few jumps and that got really good pressure, and he actually won from a round or two from the jumps. So it's understandable why he would try the jump here, because Chris wasn't DPing. He was not DPing at all. So this is a pretty tough situation to DP. Your back's to the corner and someone neutral jumps right on top of you. But Chris was ready for it. And this is I always hear the adage of, if they can't deal with what you're doing to them, just keep doing it. This is kind of why you don't always listen to that, because you never know when someone's going to adapt to what you're doing, and the more and more you do something, the more likely they are to adapt to it. And Mena wasn't jumping like crazy. He was playing on the ground really well. So the fact that he lost a game and a round because he did what was a good neutral jump just shows that you have to vary what you do too. So think like this. If he just did, and I can't blame him, it wasn't a bad choice. It was not a bad choice at all. But if he did jab, shimmy, or immediate throw, Chris even did cross leg kick. So shimmy was the wrong choice. Shimmy, he wouldn't have died, but he would have been a guess for game situation too. And Luke has a fireball to win with. If he did immediate throw, jab, shimmy, or did something to stay safe, then potentially he could have won the round. But even still, he made a good choice. But sometimes in high-level play, making a good choice is just as bad as making a bad choice, because they might be predicting that you're going to make that choice. And the worst part about this one is it's a sort of choice that you can react to. So it wasn't a bad choice at all, but it just wasn't the right one. Yeah, that's a type of DP to make you put your hands in your head.
Could've been it.
And now that they're all even. Also, there was still a chance that that DP into super could have whiffed
What happened?
because it's height dependent. Yeah, really good awareness. And now Chris is whiff punishing the dash straights. Mena is doing them quicker because I feel, maybe you guys were a little right, he did lose his composure just a little bit. But the thing is, Mena wasn't really losing because of the decisions Chris was making. It felt like he was losing from the choices that he was making because he was the one who was whiffing. I feel like Chris wasn't really playing out of range like there. He wasn't really walking back looking to whiff punish stuff. He was just kind of playing out of range where like stuff just happened to whiff. Like that. But he was whiff punishing. That's the important thing. He's like a turtle whiff punisher. He wasn't moving. He was just like just standing there. And Men was playing quicker because he was worried about the way Chris was defending himself, it seems. That was a great jump away. And an even better dash straight. Great DP, really gutsy. See, at this point, Mena, it's debatable who wins this round. Like, I feel like the Sandblast won't matter in the end, so long as Mena gets one hit, and he's not ready to jab. And this time, that was really good. He did the full charge up because Mena, this is once again the if your opponent isn't ready for something, you should do it. And it's tough because fighting games are very subjective. So Chris, for the most part, wasn't ready to DP, but the one time that he lost around. Potentially, if Mena was ready to do like a very hard punish on this hard punch knuckle, then Chris could have lost this round too. Would he have DP'd again? Who knows to say? But he would have been in a guess for game situation. So because Chris knew that he wasn't ready for this hard punch knuckle in a way that really mattered, he said, okay, I'll try it again. This time he fully charged. He got the pressure. Then he said, okay, this one's obvious. Clearly he's going to be ready for this one now, or a V-shift. So he just does it immediately. If Mena V-shifted that, he probably would have won the round because he would have gotten a crouch for his punish. But Chris just had a feeling he wasn't ready for it, and he was right. And now this is all Chris. Yep. He can't do anything after the EX dash straight that far. Almost whiff punch that again, but because of the recovery, he's still just going to stay there and take the throw. Yeah, Mena's just whiffing a lot now. He's not getting punished for it every time, but he's just losing space a little bit each time you do that. Chris is able to do things like walk up, crouch, walk up, throw. Ooh, this time he catches the throw. And great wake up jab from Mena. Tries to go low. Good defense from Chris. And that's game. He got him reaching. Pop up from Chris. Fist pump. And that was really good. I feel like Chris played really well, but it feels like he played it really, really well, but it felt a little bit like at some points Mena was losing to himself just a little bit in the way that he's whiffing. And I've been there too. That's why I'm saying that. Where you're playing quicker when you don't need to. Because even in those games, just looking at the life, for the most part, Mena was still beating him in neutral, or it was just really, really close. Like, just looking at the life. Mena almost always has some sort of lead over Chris. Or it's just, yeah, he almost always has some sort of lead over Chris. And it's just that Chris made some sort of comeback each and every time. Almost every time. He had to make some sort of comeback. This game, he had a very dominant lead. So I feel like Mena maybe just lost himself there with the rhythm that he's playing at. But the thing is, he didn't stick to the same game plan. He tried to vary himself, which is very important too. And it's better to lose by varying yourself than to lose by being stubborn. So he tried to be proactive with his game plan by playing a little quicker with Chris, being more preemptive with his buttons. That's why he lost himself versus just being stubborn. So that's an acceptable loss too, if that makes sense.